Your main job is not to make art, it's to make money. The best use of your time is to find and land those high-paying gigs that no one else has the interest in pursuing. If you disagree with this idea, then this video is probably not for you. If you're only producing audio and video projects for your own personal fulfillment and to please friends and family, be my guest. I wish you the best of luck making your independent film or self-financed music video. Enjoy your weekend. But if you're at all like me, you've probably already purchased a bunch of pretty expensive equipment and are probably paying it off on your credit card, or trying to somehow justify the purchase to your partner or spouse. I just spent much of my morning pricing and evaluating even more new gear that I feel I must have for my company to be professional and relevant. Oftentimes equipment that I don't even really need right now, or at least not at the level that I'm at. The initial knee-jerk reaction I think we all have is to just get busy. Simply get out there and start producing, or grab a camera and some mics and go create some art or content. To sit down all day in front of the computer and record some music, edit a video, or even without any real idea of what the purpose or end game is for that body of work. I've seen many a film crew working on an unfunded project without any idea what they will do with it when it's finished, often working months or even years on the final edit, sometimes even breaking up as a team under the pressure of completion or disagreements over the final edit. Maybe get it into an independent film festival to be screened amongst hundreds of others. Even if selected as a winner, the likelihood of the film ever making it to the mass public through a film distribution company or streaming service like Netflix is almost impossible. Also, there are already thousands of movies out there, most of which we've never even heard of. And every band I know is working on a music video that no one will even really want to watch. Many an engineer or producer labor tirelessly night after night over a song or album with no real plan for getting the music out to the public, turning a blind eye to the simple fact that nobody really wants to even hear and certainly not pay for recorded music anymore. Everyone just streams endless music for almost free and will not even pay 99 cents for your single. Audio video, two very expensive pursuits, both of which are virtually endless in scope, all the way up to big Hollywood type cameras, lenses, and sound equipment. Not to mention all the little stuff you need to really make it professional. So let's look at the word professional for a minute. Doesn't it simply mean making a living wage from an activity or interest? By definition, if you're not making any money from it, it's just a hobby, a keen interest or pursuit, no matter how seriously you take it. So let's focus on starting to do the very thing that I'd say about 90% of us artistic types are avoiding: marketing, drumming up some new business. Spending a good portion of your day and week focusing on how to land paid projects that will allow you to make a decent living and using the skills and equipment that we work so hard to accumulate. The kind of clients that are willing to pay good money for quality images and sound to make their product or company make even more money. Really sitting down to come up with a good business plan to market oneself as a local production company for hire. To do more than just print up some business cards, launch a passive website and YouTube channel. Although I've noticed that most content creators and filmmakers don't even have these basics covered. I'm talking about that guy that is way ahead of the pack, the guy that always lands the paid gigs, even when everyone else is complaining about there not being any work. The gal that is constantly able to hire a team to get the next job done, to justify purchasing that new gear or studio upgrade. The one that takes care of unexciting things like basic health care and a retirement savings plan. Protecting yourself with an LLC. Liability insurance. To purchase or lease that company vehicle. It might not look like the most exciting work, but if you want to do it full-time for a living, you must get used to the idea that you are here to serve the needs of others, to be useful and accountable within your own community, to be ready and available to take on and complete new projects on time and on budget, to deliver a final product that shows how good you are at what you do, how much above and beyond you're willing to go. So before you purchase that new piece of expensive gear, how about taking the equipment that you already have and really making it work for you? Launch a marketing campaign to push your services to the individuals and companies that need you the most, the organizations that are most likely and able to pay you for them. Who's got the money to spend? What do they need the most and why? How can you solve the problem that they have with your talent and experience? I'll give you a little hint. It's probably not that independent film or fun music video you have planned. It might actually be a corporate company employee training video, or a local law firm or doctor's office that needs some content for their website, or maybe a government-funded outreach program for homelessness or substance abuse. Maybe that local day spa, coffee shop, or health club for their own YouTube or Instagram content. A county-funded tourism video about your area's regional attractions, say parks and recreation. For me here in Hawaii, tourism is always number one, something I'm always trying to tap into. Or here's an idea, get really good at one-on-one interviews covering specific topics. The possibilities with this are endless, and it requires a lot of practice to really get it down, especially with more than one person. I recently interviewed an older gentleman about his life as a legacy video for his family to remember him by once he passed. These are just a few ideas off the top of my head. Follow the money, see what you can come up with. And while these might not seem that exciting at first glance, just remember that there's usually a fascinating story to tell behind each one. It's your job to dig it up out of the sand and make it captivating to the end viewer, whoever that may be. Don't forget, when the day is done and your edit is complete, you're negotiating for the freedom and lifestyle of the freelance producer. The world is your oyster, so start shucking for those pearls.